It's a cold January morning this evening. Seattle has a huge fog that has rolled in, which is so funny because I was going to be doing a week of sunsets, but if there's fog, I don't know, I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it's just like a morning fog that dissipates throughout the day, who knows. But the fog is beautiful, but I do need to go on a little walk, get some steps in, some movement, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store, pick up a couple, just some produce. We actually have a lot of stuff in the house, so a little grocery shop, and then I'm really excited to make this new soup. Dark. It is busy this afternoon in Fremont. I stopped at a dispensary because I'm going to a girls' happy hour, and my friend who's been in Europe for 4 or 5 months, she just came back in town, so I got her a little gift of a little drink that she can't get back in Europe, so a little welcome home. So now I'm gonna go on my way to Ballard to meet up with the Goyles. Happy Thursday. So I'm at Cary Park for sunset. I'm just not too inspired by it today. It's pretty crowded, which it's always pretty crowded. It's like the postcard Instagrammable shot of the town, of downtown and the ocean, and it is very beautiful, but there are no clouds in the sky, and I really wanted to do like a time lapse. So I feel like I've taken this picture a million times, so I have a little bit of time. I think there's another park on Queen Anne Hill that I'm on that is more of the ocean, which might be pretty. So I think I'm gonna do that real quick. I think I have about 10 minutes until sunset. Everyone is so excited that now Seattle has reached 5 o'clock sunsets. Now we're getting closer and closer to those long summer days. All right, let me go find this other park real quick and take some ocean pictures. happy with that decision.
Around 10 a.m., Cowlick walks up.
I'm very happy with that decision to move just to the ocean. It was so gorgeous. I got a nice time lapse, and yeah, it's just nice to be out and to see the colors and all that. Something helpful for swimming. So this year we signed up for a gym, and it has multiple locations, and they also have a pool at the one downtown. So we decided to go check out the pool today, do some swimming, and then maybe get some like lunch afterwards. I guess they also have a sauna, which would be like super cool to check out. But yeah, I haven't been to this facility yet. But yeah, packed my little swim bag. Oh, I want to put some sunscreen in there to apply afterwards because it again is a super sunny day today. I have this one left, which I'm almost finished with, which will be good. Then I can start moving on to this boy. Close enough. And I'm hoping that it's gonna be pretty quiet in there. I'm not sure how big this pool is, how many people can swim at the same time. I should check the schedule to make sure there aren't any classes. But I'm hoping it's pretty calm since it's gonna be like midday on a Friday. And then after that, I think some friends and I are going to be playing some board games, so that should be good, nice and fun. Okay, sunscreen is in. All right, let's go check out this pool.
Congratulations.
That's seriously, I was like,
winning.
I had my road all squared up. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Happy Saturday. I am going to get ready. I want to film my favorites video for the month of January since we're at the end of the month. So I want to get ready, and then this evening I also have a housewarming party to go to. I'm trying to get better at like being a gift bringer and not going to somebody's house just in general empty-handed. So it seems just always good to bring some wines or some beers. And this friend I'm going to, he speaks Japanese, so I thought it might be something a little different to bring him some sake. I'm not sure if he likes sake, but I know he doesn't like wine and beer. So reading the sake labels, they all just sounded so good. Now I tend to like a fruitier sake, and I like sake cold. And reading some of the notes, there was like a cucumber one that sounded good, but I feel like cucumber can be decisive. Like people either really love it or they really hate it. So they had cucumber and coconut, which, you know, I feel like people love or hate. So I went with something that was like honeydew and a little bit light fruity. And the bottle is beautiful. So hopefully that'll be a nice gift. So yesterday, I was telling you guys that we were gonna go to the pool downtown. I checked their schedule to see if they had any classes. That way we would not be interrupting them. And I checked, and they didn't have any classes until like after 3 o'clock, and we were going at noon. So I'm like, perfect. But when we got there, the pool was closed during those hours. So that was a bummer. We didn't get to use the pool, which was a bummer, but it was nice to go downtown to walk. I wanted to see how many steps I got because I felt like we walked a fair bit. Downtown, there is a kind of like infamous street, which is 3rd Avenue and Pike and Pine, that area. It's right by the market. There's a lot of buses and transit stops, and there's a lot of people of the street. When I lived downtown, there was always just people there. There was always just people hanging out there, doing whatever they're doing. And then once COVID hit, and a lot of downtown stores were closing up because people weren't going into the office, and there was also just a lot of, you know, vandalism and protesting, destruction, all that stuff. It just got all boarded up. There were large encampments of a lot of tents, and they've kind of been like that ever since. And you know, it's such like a difficult like conversation for me to articulate. There are a lot of encampments around Seattle. Seattle does have like a huge homeless problem, and it's exciting to see that our governor, Jay Inslee, put in the budget $800 million to help with homelessness. I only did a brief look over of the proposal, and some of the points we're talking about increases in mental health, medical support, rehab support for these people, investment into more shelters, more affordable permanent housing for people. So it looked like a lot of really good things, not just sweeping people away and saying you can't be here. I think just sweeping and removing these people is just not the most sustainable and kind humanitarian thing to do. But I do also understand the people that aren't homeless that have to deal with you know, the trash. There is, you know, more violence, harassment, destruction of property. I feel like in my girl chat I see all the time people talking about stores in their areas just being like consistently broken into, you know, and who knows if that's homeless people or if that's just regular people. And then, you know, rent prices and mortgage prices are so expensive here, and you're paying all of this money just so you can walk out and have to dodge needles and trash and people screaming and breaking things, and you know, so it's just a lot. And I think about it a lot because I see it a lot. And I bring this up because when I was downtown, it looked like they had done a sweep or something. I don't know. I have never seen those streets that clean. There were no more encampments, and we saw numerous people that worked for the city that were sweeping and picking up trash, and it was just so much more enjoyable to be able to walk to where we were going without being yelled at, having to dodge people laying on the ground. And God, now I just feel so like, you know, I know these people are suffering, and this is where I'm torn. It's like, you know, we need to come up with like a better solution. That way the people that are living on the streets have a better experience, and people that are living in the city using public transit and the streets and the city also have a good experience. So I wanted to look into to see how, like, what happened if there was just a sweep where they just kicked everybody out. Downtown just looked so clean, and it was just so nice again. I hope that they were, you know, helped into some clinics, shelters, programs. I hope that's what that is. I'll look into it, but it was really nice to go downtown. And I want to do more of that. I want to go downtown more. I really like downtown. I'm going to finish getting ready, and then I'm going to go ahead and film my favorites video, which will be linked down below in description if you want to hear some things that I've been loving in January.
He'll have no idea what it is.
Today is Sunday, and the initial plan for today was that me and my husband were gonna go out for the day, but it looked like anywhere that I was wanting to check out, it was gonna be kind of rainy. So, and then we were at the party last night a little longer and more hectically than we were anticipating. It was really nice to see some of those people and see my friend's new house. It's just amazing. You know, the idea of like buying property is just so a lot. We decided instead to do kind of like a chill morning. We had some waffles here, and then the plan was to go to Ballard Pizza Company and get some pizza and then go walk the beach at Golden Gardens, maybe catch sunset, you know, whatever, and then go grocery shopping. So we did get pizza, and that was so good. They had like the best like crunchy crispy crust. I got the mushroomy one, which was just fantastic. But it was too cold and rainy to like do any walking on the beach, so we decided to go grocery shopping, and I feel really good. I have a lot of fruit in the house. I've been craving a lot of fruit, especially like cuties and oranges. We have like oranges and grapes, lots of strawberries, and blackberry and raspberries were on sale. Like, I'm very happy that there's a lot of fruit in the house. It's nice to just like snack on or add it on top of my like egg breakfast. Yeah, and it just feels good. We were kind of running low on some groceries, so it's nice to have that done for next week. Normally I do grocery shopping on Monday. Mondays are my kind of reset chore day, and now that I'm back home, I wanted to finish my like weekly planning. I got this at Target. It's just like kind of like a week at a glance, and it helps me kind of organize the things that I want to get done that week, and also kind of because my Google Calendar is kind of a crazy mess. I understand what it is, but if there are things that have, it's not the way I have it right now, it's not good for deadlines and appointments. I have to like uncheck my tasks. It's just gnarly. So with this, I like to be able to give each day like a theme, write out the things that I want to do. Like next week, I want to do some beach combing. I want to go to Bainbridge Island. I'm going to go down to Tacoma to visit my dad again. So that'll be good that I can kind of lay out all of the things and then organize my tasks and everything. So it feels good. So I'm going to finish doing that. But yeah, it is nice to just kind of be like ahead of the grocery shopping. I'm reading this book. I think I saw it on Book of the Month, which I haven't gotten a Book of the Month in a while. I know that there was some critique of them not like having authors of color be in their selection. Book of the Month is like a monthly, book subscription where they'll mail you a book. But I just don't physically read books that often, but I do still kind of like getting the little email to see what like the new popular books are going to be. And so this one I've been reading, I'm almost done. I have 2 hours left, and it's called Reckless Girls, and it's about these people in their 20s go to like an abandoned, like not abandoned, but isolated, desolate, what's the word I'm looking for? An island like in the middle of nowhere. They go from like Hawaii to like some tiny remote, that's the word, island. And the idea of doing that is just so beyond. Like, I can't even imagine being on the open sea. Like, I don't think I've ever been, I really like whenever have I been on a boat and not been able to see land, you know? I think maybe when we went to the Bahamas when I was like 10, I took a cruise from like Florida to the Bahamas. But even then, like, you know, that's a huge ship. But yeah, the book otherwise, I mean, it's kind of just, it's okay. Thankfully, it's a quick read. I think this was like a 8-hour book. But just listening to them talking about being on this like remote island and multiple like boats go to it, and multiple people, like their talk about multiple travelers going to this island, like it's just a thing to do. Like, I don't know, islands out in the middle of nowhere just are crazy talk to me. It's about 6:30 now, and I'm hoping maybe shortly my friends will want to get on and play some Dead by Daylight. But besides that, I'm going to finish doing my kind of week at a glance weekly planning. I've already written out a meal plan, which is something that I do before I go to the grocery store. That way I know what
things that we're going to be cooking so we can get that, and it also helps me use up the stuff that we have. And yeah, so I just want to kind of feel grounded with my plan for next week, what I need to get done, where I will be. So I'm gonna do that and hopefully face some Dead by Daylight, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it out from here. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the weekly vlogs, and I'll catch you in the next one. He's kind of behind us. He's coming up. Oh, we're so close. Dwight, how could you? Okay, it's Trapper, thank God. Yeah, I don't have it in me to deal with another Leatherface. Where's the hung back? Brady, no!
Back up. Dwight's going for it.
Oh, being chased. Fuck! Yeah, he went the other way and I got it, yes! Let me heal you, Dwight. Dumb idiot. Okay, well.
He's going up it.